So I've decided to sit on the floor today because I just didn't want to sit on my bed. I thought it'd be more comfortable on the ground. I haven't filmed in a little while. I have not filmed since, I want to say, February time. In February things were a lot different in the world, and it's now April and a lot's changed. I feel like, if I'm being honest, at the start of the year I had a lot of plans to make some Disney content and try and like do good Disney content for people who are thinking about going away there, and doing like tips and tricks, advice, all sorts of things, which I'm still planning to do, but maybe in a little while, because no one's obviously making any trips at the moment, and I didn't know whether or not it was considered inconsiderate to film content like that right now. If you guys want to see that kind of content from me now, please let me know, because I will do it. I just am trying to be a bit sensitive, and in the sense that a lot of people's holidays would have been cancelled. I thought I'd come back and say hey, and just have like a chilled little chin wag with you all and ask how you're doing. I really like doing more sit down chatty videos with you guys. I like chatting with you and seeing how you are, because, well, let's face it, I like to talk far too much, but that's what it is. It's been a strange 6 weeks. I'm not here to try and make people feel sad or, you know, reflect on everything that's going on, because we all know what's going on. We're not all insensitive to it, and it's really sad. And I do want to say at the start of this video, actually, if anyone's been affected by this in terms of their family, and if anyone's lost anyone, like, my thoughts are really with you, because, you know, it's just not a nice time. It's not a nice time to lose anyone to the virus that's going around, and it's also not a good time to be losing anyone in general, because, you know, the mourning process is not the same, and there are restrictions around these things. I know for one that there's been someone in our family that's passed away. He's more of a distant relative, but still the funeral situation and everything, it's much more confined, and, you know, it's not the same process, and my heart really just goes out to anyone who's having to deal with that right now. But I'm going to get into the questions before I just, you know, waffle on. I hope that all of you are doing okay, and just remember that if you're not doing okay, that's also fine, because it's life, and this is such a weird time, and you know, we can all keep saying it, but it's a really strange time, and there's no right way to even really handle all of this. Let's just start off with an easy one about lockdown. How are you coping during lockdown? The last 2 weeks I felt were fine for me. They went by. I felt like it was almost a bit like a holiday. I know I shouldn't probably say that, but it just felt like it, because I hadn't had time off from work in ages, so it really just felt like a holiday to me, like just having time off really, to chill. And then I started thinking, oh, this is a bit samey, and I don't mind being at home, I don't mind being in my own company, but it's psychological. When you're told you can't do something, you want to do it more. So it's like, you have to stay at home, you can't see your friends, you can't go out and socialise. Oh no, now I really want to do that. It's like in your head. Obviously I haven't been doing that, and it's just hard. It's really hard when you want to see people and you can't. The restrictions in terms of like shopping and stuff, I haven't really found that tricky. I just miss the socialness of it all. I think I'm lucky I live with my family, you know, like we all have company, but there are people in your life who you choose to be a part of your life, and there are people in your life that are in your life because they're your family. And the people who I choose to be part of my life, I can't see right now, so it's a bit hard. Like, honestly, I'm really missing Amy. She knows this. I speak to her all the time, and I miss her like mad. She's like my sister, and we're like this, so, you know, I miss her terribly. But I do talk to her like all the time. I do try and make an effort with my friends, like with my school friends, I FaceTime them. I FaceTime Sam quite a few times. Not that she likes FaceTiming, but she answers to me sometimes. Well done, Sam. But yeah, it's just nice to just have like the comfort of talking to your friends, even if it's just like for half an hour, 40 minutes or so. It's just nice to get a bit of a laugh in, because for that amount of time you forget the situation that you're in, and you're just having a nice time with your friends. So I think that's really important. Also, for those of you that obviously are like in relationships and aren't with your partners right now, oh my god, I don't know how you're coping. If any of you have got like long-term partners, I'm so sorry that you're having to go through that if you're not actually living together. A lot of my friends who are in that situation are quite lucky. I think most of them actually are with their partners right now, so they're quite, you know, lucky in the sense that they've got that companionship. But I can imagine that relationships, it's hard. You know, if I'm finding friendships hard, I don't know how any of you in relationships are dealing with it if you don't live together, but props to you. If you could pick any celebrity to be in lockdown with, who would you choose? Who would I choose? Oh, do you know what? If I was 16, I'd probably be able to answer this question, and I feel like such an old woman, but I don't feel like I really need to be in lockdown with a celebrity, or I just don't really follow celebrities that much. Do you know what I mean? I have my guilty pleasures of like watching the Kardashians and whatnot, but I wouldn't want to be in lockdown with a Kardashian. I wouldn't change my lockdown situation for anything right now, because my family have been my rocks throughout my whole life. So I feel like if anything, yes, we may go on each other's nerves sometimes, but for right now in this particular situation, I'm probably with the best people I could be with. How are you holding up? I don't really know what they meant by this question. I didn't know if you meant holding up as in holding up during lockdown, or how I'm holding up in terms of like my personal life. Lockdown is challenging but doable because it's what we have to do, and my personal life, I'm doing really good. One of the last videos you guys would have seen on my channel would have been me telling you I'd moved back home, and that was a long time ago now. Like, I moved back in October and it's now the end of April, so it's been 6 months that I've been moved back home, and I am doing really well. I've had so much time to think about what I want in life and the values that I have, and what I potentially want to do for a career, and like just things that you can really reflect on in your life that I know that I want, and like knowing my worth, if that makes sense. Like, I don't really know how to describe it, but I'm doing so much better. I don't want to like act like I'm gloating or anything, but I'm good. So thanks for asking. Are you planning to go back to Disneyland Paris this year once this COVID situation is over? Okay, I honestly can't answer that question for you. First of all, I'm not in the typical financial position that a lot of people who are being furloughed are. I'm actually self-employed at the moment, so my situation is a little different, and I'm having to wait a little bit longer to figure out what money I'm entitled to. So in terms of finance, I have got no idea. In terms of realistically, I don't know either, because honestly, like, I don't know how long all of this is going to last. I don't know how long certain restrictions will be in place, and that's really it. I'd love to go back. I love Christmas at DLP, my favourite time. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to go back, but who knows? I won't say no, I won't say yes. I would love to. I always think about these things, of course I do, but you just never know what's going to happen in your life and what might come up. So I can't answer that one for you, because I just don't know what the world is going to be looking like at the rest of the year, so we will see. Oh my god, my sister's asked me who my favourite sister is. What's the first thing you're going to do when all of this is over? Okay, so the first thing I think I'm probably going to do is go and have a movie night with Amy at her place, so I can get out of here and just have a change of scenery and see my best friend and like have some pizza or something and wind Robbie up, because, well, he has to listen to all of our nonsense when I go around. But yeah, I think that's probably going to be one of the first things I do. Obviously it depends on restrictions and whatnot. I don't know whether or not things are going to start relaxing and we can see like a certain few people, or if, I just don't know. I don't know how to answer half of these questions, because I don't know what the situation is going to be like. But yeah, see some people. This is what I want to do, is see the people who I want to see right now, but I can't. Like, that's the main thing for me. It's not about going on holiday or going on a trip or going to like eat somewhere. Like, my first thing is seeing people who I can't see right now but really want to see in person. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I would want to do. A lot of these questions are very similar in terms of lockdown, like how are you coping, what have you been up to during lockdown, What have I been up to during lockdown? I have not been doing much. I've been walking a lot and taking little wildlife pictures and putting them on my Facebook, but on my private Facebook, because I didn't really think that people would want to see that on Instagram. I have posted some stuff on my stories, but like not actual pictures. I've been talking to my friends a lot. I've been doing some uni work. I wrote in my diary the other day. I've written in my diary twice. Because I hadn't written it in a year. I have got a diary. This might sound weird to a lot of you, but it's a creative outlet for me that I like to do every now and then, because I can look back on my life. I started it in 2015, I think, and it's now 2020, and I just write in it every now and then, and there's like little stories from each year, and I'm like, oh my god, I completely forgot that happened. And there's people I talk about in that diary that aren't even in my life anymore, aren't in my family's life anymore. It's just mad. Like, it's honestly crazy. But I don't know, it's just like my little life story, I guess. And think what you want about it. I think it's quite cool. Let me know if any of you still have a diary. It's not like dear diary da 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 or anything. I literally write it as if it could be published one day. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's almost like an autobiography, but like in real time. I don't know how to explain it. But yes, oh, someone asked me about Disney Life, but I can't find the question here. I think I didn't screenshot that bit. Is it Disney Life or Disney Plus? Disney Plus. For goodness sake, I keep calling it Disney Life because that's what was around before. Disney Plus. Let's get it right. Let's talk about Disney Plus. What do I think of it? I think Disney Plus is really good. Amy and I share an account, actually. And just because it made it cheaper and it makes sense for us to share an account, like why wouldn't we? It's, you know, why would we not save some money on it? So it's only cost us £25 for the year each, and it's really worth it when you knock it down into the months and stuff. It's worth it just to have all of like the films and everything on there, I think. But obviously it's nice because you've got a series on there, you've got all the classic films, you've got new films that will be coming out and being released on there. I do like it. Where I live, the internet's not great anyway, but I have heard there's some glitches and stuff. It works great on the TV downstairs. On my laptop sometimes it does buffer, but that's just the internet in my room in general. But yeah, no, like, I really like it. How are you guys finding Disney Plus? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'd like to know. I have got some other questions here that aren't lockdown related, so I will go into those quickly for you. It's mainly involving my degree. Someone here has asked, why did you want to study psychology? Love your videos, I've been a fan for 4 years. Oh my god, 4 years! Blimey, how have you stayed around so long? I'm sorry, no, I'm joking. Actually, to be fair, Amy and I went on our first Disney trip 5 years ago, like next month. That's crazy, guys. 5 years ago since I started doing Disney vlogs. I've been on YouTube for a long time, since I was 16. Why did I want to study psychology? Okay, so I've actually wanted to do quite a few different things in my life, and I've never like stuck to one route in terms of like wanting a certain career. When I was at college, I studied health and social care, biology, English language and literature, and psychology, and I did those subjects because I wanted to go to university to study nursing. And then I changed my mind and wanted to go and do makeup artistry, which is fine. I'm glad I did it because I met my best friend out of it, and that is the absolute best thing that came out of that course, was my best friend. And it was actually fate that we met. I believe that to this day. It was absolutely fate that Amy and I met on that course, because we actually did go to the A-level college together as well, but we didn't know each other, and we met each other at a completely different college a year later. So really crazy how life works out. It's a very small world, but I believe we were both meant to do that course to meet each other. So it's kind of cute, really. But anyway, psychology. After my makeup and everything, I was just working, and I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I just kept thinking back and like, what subjects did I enjoy, what really intrigued me as a person, and I always enjoyed psychology. I really am interested in childhood psychology in particular. I really find the whole attachment phase and upbringing in childhood really interesting, and how that can affect us in our adult lives and as a person. But that's just me. Like, I'm very analytical. It's in my star sign. Apparently Aquariuses are quite analytical. Who knows? I don't know, but I think that's probably quite true. I like to like really think about why someone might have done something or acts a certain way, And no, it's not mind reading. I hate it when people are like, oh, can you read my mind if you study psychology? No, that's called being a psychic. I am not a psychic. I just find childhood psychology really interesting. I don't know what I'm going to quite do with it yet. I do need to do some more thinking about things like that, but one day in the future, hopefully I'll be able to use my degree for something. Like, I really like the idea of being able to do good in the world, if that makes sense, even if it's just helping a few people out. I really love feeling like I'm helping someone. So yeah, I mean, I want to use it. Obviously I wouldn't be doing it otherwise, but if I don't, then I don't. Like, there are other aspects of my life that I really enjoy, like the job that I work in now. I work in fashion, so I love that, and managing stuff. If I could have my own business one day, like, there's so many things that interest me that I don't want to confine myself to just one like subject area, but who knows what will happen. The world is my oyster. I'm sorry, Kathleen, you asked me about Easter eggs, but it's not really relevant right now, but I will let you know that my Easter egg choices tend to be Cadbury's eggs, and sometimes like galaxy type ones, so like Maltesers or something like that. I'm really not like that adventurous when it comes to Easter eggs. I don't want some sort of fancy Thorntons or, you know, like Lindt Jobby. I'm quite content with the good old Cadbury's situation. Any plans once you finish your uni course? I don't know just yet. This year's kind of thrown a spanner in the works in terms of like not really having a clue how the economy is going to be after this. I'm just gonna take every day as it comes. I'm planning on finishing my degree and passing it, hopefully, and then, you know, after that I'll figure it out. I can't plan ahead right now because a lot of people who are finishing uni, unless they're like definitely got a role somewhere, it's gonna be a bit tricky for now. We'll see. Like, I'm not gonna panic myself. I think the biggest thing that's important in life is to be happy, and if you're happy, like, you're pretty much there already. Do you know what I mean? Like, I have a job, it's fine. It's not what I want to do for the rest of my life, but I have a job, I'm quite lucky, and I'm happy. So things like that will come later on and I'll figure it out. It will be fine. I can't answer anymore because I've already been speaking for over 20 minutes and I'm gonna have to cut this video down. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you do want me to do another like sit down chit chat video with you, I am quite happy to. Or if you want me to talk about certain topic areas, like live topics and stuff, I'll be quite happy to do that too. So yes, thanks guys for watching. I hope you're okay. And if you do have any requests for videos that you'd like to see in the future, make sure to pop them in the comments as well, because obviously no idea goes miss. I would like some suggestions, that would be great. So yeah, make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, because it definitely helps me out, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!